Hail Swabbies, this is your operator speaking, and I'm too excited to get out of my work clothes yet because I'm going to give you 7 reasons why you should be excited about Fallout 4. 1. Fact. Fallout 4 is being developed by Bethesda Game Studios. When Fallout 3 was released in 2008, it was developed by the same studio and produced by Bethesda Softworks. In 2010, when Fallout New Vegas was released, it was developed by Obsidian Entertainment and it was produced by Bethesda Softworks. Why is this important? Because it made the game completely different. Now, Fallout 3 was the first one I ever tried. I love the fact that it was open and that you were able to have this fully customizable character. It was just like a pen and paper RPG for me. And then I was excited for Fallout New Vegas to come out, and it was very different. It was a smaller map, it was a different feel, it was less gritty, it was very colorful because of all the neon, which makes sense. And I was doubly excited because I lived in Vegas for 2 years, and I really enjoyed how much they invested in the character development as well as the different factions that came along within this story. However, it just wasn't the same. Speculation. Because Fallout 4 is being developed by the same studio that was developing Fallout 3, it is easy to assume that we're going to have something more similar to Fallout 3 than with New Vegas. And that's a big deal, because that means we're going to get all the wonderful things that made Fallout 3 magical back. We're going to get the open, huge world. We're going to get the grittiness and the pale tones. We're going to have all of the wonderful things that made Fallout 3 great, and they're going to be brought back, and it's going to be next gen. Who doesn't love that? 2. Fallout 4 is set in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, there is nothing in this trailer that gives any indication whatsoever that this is going to be in Boston except for one thing. And that happens to be Paul Revere's National Heritage Monument of the Midnight Ride. That's right. It's right there just feet away from the Old North Church where he was supposed to be watching for the lanterns, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Boston has been what they said that it was going to be for the longest time. I was really excited because at one point the rumor was maybe Chicago, and I was like, yes, please, make it Chicago. I love Chicago. But so Boston, it's fine. Speculation. Boston is a fantastic town. It has a lot of history, and it should be very interesting to see how that kind of comes into play with the video game. But what makes it even better, you have a lot of subways and things like that for somebody to explore under, just like in Fallout 3. But you also have the legendary Freemasons tunnels, which we've seen been used with creative license in other video games, such as Assassin's Creed 3. These tunnels still exist today under some of the older parts of Boston. So there's a lot of ghost stories and things like that. This could be a very creepy place for the player to be, and I'm excited to see if they even try it. 3. I left this one for number 3. Makes it no less important. Fact. 3 Dog is going to return to the game. This makes me really excited too. The reason why is because 3 Dog was one of the most enigmatic and charismatic characters that eased the tension in Fallout 3. Now, I really liked Mr. New Vegas. He was sultry, he was fun, but he wasn't quite as dynamic as 3 Dog was. I know they were trying very hard to get the same thing going. On January 8th, 2013, Eric Dellum released in a tweet, or at least hinted at, that 3 Dog was going to be coming back in Fallout 4. And then later he went ahead and retweeted and said, by the way, I was authorized to release that. So that means something, that he's going to come back. Speculation. If 3 Dog is coming to Boston, Massachusetts in this new Fallout installment, that means not enough time has passed for him to pass away. Because he wasn't old. I would say he was probably in his 30s, maybe 40s in Fallout 3. That means not a lot of time has passed. That also means that 3 Dog has been following the good fight. So we can assume with some surety that 3 Dog has followed the Brotherhood of Steel, or at least gone to go and help the Brotherhood of Steel in fighting the good fight, because that was his thing, remember? So we can at least be sure that the Brotherhood of Steel are going to show up to some extent, which leads me to number 4. Fact. The suit of armor hanging in the garage seems to indicate that there is, to some degree, that there is going to be the Brotherhood of Steel. This is awesome. The Brotherhood of Steel have this fantastic culture in acquiring technology. What makes this really interesting, though, is that the Brotherhood of Steel were very reclusive. In Fallout 3, they shut themselves off inside the Pentagon. In Fallout New Vegas, they were hiding in Area 51. Now you have Boston, where it seems to be a lot more open, a lot more revealing. How is is it that this Brotherhood of Steel armor, or power armor, is just kind of hanging in a garage somewhere? It seems like things seem to be a little less tense here in Boston, and I'm wondering if things within the Brotherhood of Steel culture has changed drastically, and if so, this is going to be fun. 5. Fact. We are seeing a lot of our old weapons that existed in the previous installments come back, and I'm really excited about this fact because there are a lot of things that really worked for them in the previous series. Speculation. We are seeing some differences in the laser tech that seems to be hanging on the wall behind the power suit. What also seems to be interesting is there's a customization, obviously, to the rifle that our protagonist is carrying that leads me to believe that we're going to see something very similar from Fallout New Vegas, where you have the option to not only build your weaponry, just like in Fallout 3, but also customize it and add on different mods to it. Things like extra magazines or scopes. Number 6. Fact. A lot of our old favorites are coming back, and I'm so excited! We have Nuka-Cola, we have customizable weapons, we have Mr. Gutsy, we have Protectrons, we have power armor, we have dog meat, which I find it very interesting. Pause. Why is it in the Fallout universe only German Shepherds seem to have survived? In fact, that seems to be a trope in post-apocalyptic story, no matter what. Any dogs that don't appear to be irradiated are German Shepherds. Is there something that Fallout is trying to tell us about German Shepherds? Play. We also have Deathclaws, which I'm so excited to jump on the Nope train to forget thatville, because that's exactly what I need in my life, is more negativity. Speculation. While there are a lot of our old favorites coming back, there do seem to be enough new things in this trailer that makes this very, very enticing. And that leads us to 7. Fact. Vaults do return and seem to have a very big influence in this game. However, Vault 111 seems to be very different in the fact that it has a silo configuration instead of the rolling to the side configuration. Pause. Being the writer that I am, did anyone notice how when the vaults and their doors roll to the side seems to be very symbolic of when Jesus ascended the tomb and the angels rolled the boulder to the side? Food for thought! Play. Speculation. Something is different about these vaults. As a result, we may see something as in the after effect of a Gek machine. It's also easy to surmise that the dynamic and tone of the game is going to be very different based on the nod to Blade Runner with the cyberpunk character walking down the street. So, as you can tell, I'm really excited about this. Tell me some of the things that you're excited about. Put in the comments things that you saw that I didn't catch. And I'm going to get this sexy mug off of the screen right now because, after all, I don't want to set the world on fire. This is your operator out. No rest for the wicked.